Lions will receive when we get things started. We're still 2.5 minutes out from
we ask everyone at this time to
kickoff.
please rise.
Now we got it, though.
Gentlemen, if you will, remove your hats.
We'll go ahead and
Everyone
pause
place your right hand over your heart.
for the playing
As
of
the
our
Sacred
national
Dad leads the
anthem.
Bayou Blue Band, the playing of our national anthem.
Hey, let me tell you something.
Bayou Blue.
Yeah, for a middle school band there, that was – look, Central Lafourche, one of the things they're known for is their amazing marching band. Well, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, but Bayou Blue's rocking out.
All right, we'll go ahead and give you Golden Medal starting offense for tonight.
Johnny Lee, 4, quarterback.
Gunnar Felleries, 44, fullback. Blake Gode, 33, running back. Tristan Dule, 1, wingback.
Brian Bruce, 21, tight end.
Hasten Armin, 75, right tackle.
Wyatt Gaspar, 54, right guard.
Drake Terrebonne, 74, center. Scotty Bure, 72, left guard. Jason Baca, 40, left tackle.
Mario Sarko, receiver, 8.
Zach Billy, receiver, number 3. Rachel Drake, receiver, number 11. Lucas Adaujo, receiver, number 7.
Omar Taylor, number 6, wide receiver.
All right, that was a starting offensive lineup for the Golden Medal Lions. We'll try and get to the defensive lineups.
Number 18, Malachi Denis.
Kicking off deep is Demi.
Deep for the Lions.
Taylor back deep for the Lions.
Taylor.
Coach Brune said in the pregame they think they could house one tonight. Let's see on the opening kick.
And we're underway. Taylor lets the ball go over his head, takes a bouncing, and the ball will bounce into the end zone for a touchback. So the Lions will be playing first and 10 at their 20-yard line to start off this contest.
When was the last time we had 2 middle school games in a row where we have a touchback? Don't see that often.
Yeah, Taylor was in position. Ball just bounced right over his head. Train crew is taking their good old time getting down there.
Our sideline reporter is getting the shivers.
What are y'all doing? Golden Meadow comes out. Full house backfield. Johnny Lee, quarterbacking for the Lions. Lee gets the snap. Snap, he's going to hand off to Felleries from the right side for no gain. Good job by the Gator defensive front. Lions will be playing a 2nd and 10 from their 20-yard line. Just underway here. Central Lafourche High School and Bob Grove Field for this middle school contest.
Bayou Blues got a 4-man front. Actually looks like a 3-man front with 4 backers. A little 3-4 look.
Split backs for the Lions. Receive out wide to the left. Man in motion. The ball's going to be given right up the middle to Felleries, pounding for yardage. He'll pick up about 4 on the play. Bring up a 3rd and 6 situation.
He'll pick up about 4 on the play. That'll make it 3rd down.
Big hole for the Lions on their right side of the offensive line.
Yeah, much better push on 2nd down than on 1st down for Golden Meadow. Now, if you're Bayou Blue, you got to watch the football here because I got a feeling Derek and the Lions are going to come with a hard count.
Lions come up to the line of scrimmage. That's number 11, Race Rodrigue, out wide left for the Lions. Split back. Man in motion. Ball's given to the guy in motion. He'll go nowhere. So he'll actually lose about 5 yards on the play.
Dewey with the carry.
That was Dewey on the carry.
For a loss by number 83,
Came in motion,
Cooper
kind of
Barber.
gave it to him.
That'll bring up 4th and 11 for the Lions.
Cooper
And-
Barber on the stop for the Gators.
A big loss for the Lions brings up a 4th and 11 at their 19-yard line. Lions are showing punt formation. Looks like Taylor back deep. The punt for the Lions.
Back punt
And I
for the
believe
Lions.
it's Verdon. to
Verdon.
receive.
Reese Verdon deep
He's
for
standing around his midfield.
the
He's
Gators.
expecting one heck of a punt, isn't he?
Snap. Taylor gets it. The punt is away. Short punt, high punt. Ball will take a bounce around the 30-yard line
Punt's going to come
gets
down at
a
about the
Gator roll.
30-yard line,
and will fall right at the 30-yard line.
where the
Ball's
Gators
down
will
to
play 1st
by
and 10.
Charlie Dardar for the Lions. So Gators will have great field position at the Lion 30-yard line.
Yeah, what a start for Bayou Blue. You get a touchback on the opening kickoff. You get a 3 and out, and the punt's kind of shanked. And, boy, you're ripe in the scoring position right now. If you could get just a little short drive, you could take the early lead.
Lion coaching staff cannot be happy. At their practice yesterday, they wanted to dominate up front. Not the case so far early on.
See him on the track. I want to thank Mr. Andre Adams for the hospitality here. He's been very welcoming to us today. It's the principal here at Bayou Blue.
Babin in the gun. He has a snap.
Well, the
Miss
ball's on the
handoff.
ground.
Ball's loose. Gators will fall on it.
Snap was fumbled, recovered by number 14, Jackson Dome.
Number 40 for Golden Meadow. Baca was the closest one to the
It was a
football,
loss
but
of
Bayou
4 in
Blue
the
fell on
books.
top of it.
So that'll
Second
lose 4
and
yards.
14.
Gators will be playing a 2nd and 14. A missed handoff. Fumble. Gators are lucky to fall on that ball.
Look at the way they're huddling, B. They're within a yard of the ball huddling. Very short huddle.
Gators in the gun. Babin gets a snap. He'll give it an inside handoff to number 20, Hunter Babin.
Hunter Babin with the carry.
Drake Terrebonne
He's brought
said,
down
no,
by number
sir.
74, Drake
No
Terrebonne.
gain on the play. They're going to spot the ball like
That'll
he
make it
lost
3rd
a
and
yard.
15 for the Gators.
That's 3rd and 15 for the Gators. Good job by the Lions on defense.
Yeah, what we're seeing early on, Brian, is that really right now neither offensive line is having a whole lot of luck blocking the other team's defensive line. Right now, that Golden Meadow defensive line is getting a big push. Got to watch for the pass here, though, on 3rd and 15.
Gators come to line of scrimmage. 2 receivers to the wide side of the field. Babin in the gun. Gets a snap, drops back. He'll pass on a slant route. Incomplete. Ball hit the receiver's
Pass is
hands.
incomplete.
Pass was intended for number 4, Smither.
Tristan Dewey on the coverage for Golden Meadow.
Gators will
I don't
face
think he would have got a
4th
first down had he
and
caught it,
15.
but they would have certainly got closer.
Yeah, he'd have picked up maybe 5 to 7 yards, I think. But the ball hit him. Yeah, it's incomplete pass. So it'll bring up a 4th and 15 for the Gators. They're going for it. They're at the line, 35-yard line.
Be a big momentum swing here if Golden Meadow could get the 4 and out stop here.
Gators break the huddle. Babin remains in the gun. Single back. Wing to the left. Back goes in motion. Be a counter play coming back to this side. The owner has the ball. He's at the 30, 25, 20. Knocked out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. That was number 4,
Smither with the carry.
Smither on the
Taken
carry.
down about the 18
So the Gators picks up a
That's
first
good
down.
for a first
Gators
down.
will be playing a 1st and 10 at about the 17-yard line of the Lions.
Yeah, a little misdirection. Golden Meadow took the bait there. The Gators needed 16. They got about 18 or 19 on the play.
Brock Babin, quarterback in the Gators. Hunter Babin in the backfield. Receiver wide left. Babin gets a snap. Give to Babin.
Big hole.
He's on the left side. Huge hole. Gets to the outside. He's at the 10. Trying to go to the outside. Cuts it up. 5. He's in the end zone for the Gator touchdown. Waiting on the official to stop the ball, but a nice run by Hunter Babin. Broke to the outside and used his speed. Gators go up 6-0.
Just a huge hole on the left side right there, man. A big old hole that Babin was able to run through. And not a great start for Golden Meadow. They better wake up. The Gators have pounced on them early, got to stop, and then turn the short field into a touchdown.
Gators lining up for the 2-point conversion. They break the huddle.
Gators will attempt the 2-point conversion.
Brock Babin in the gun, along with Hunter Babin to his right. They'll switch. Hunter Babin now moves to the left. Wing right. Ball will be given to Hunter Babin on the right side. No gain on the play. Big number 75 on the stop.
11 on the carry.
That is Ormond on the stop for the Lions, denying the 2-point conversion. So with 3:42 left to go in the first period, it's the Gators of Bayou Blue 6, Lions 0. We'll be back in 1 minute. Bush High School. The Gators just kicked off. Lions get the ball to the 22-yard line. They'll be playing a 1st and 10. 3:39 left to go, first period. Gators up 6-0.
Big drive for Golden Meadow here. See if they could get a little push. Right now, the story of the game is field position, though. Golden Meadow has started at their own 20 and at their own 22. Bayou Blue started at Golden Meadow's 30. I mean, that's a huge difference.
Yes. Let's see if the Lions will come out, and a little wrinkle they were working on yesterday at practice. They break the huddle. Johnny Lee will be under center. Two guys in the back. Dewey is a wing left. Receiver wide right. Dewey in motion. Ball's going to be given to Felleris right up the middle. Gets to the 30-yard line where he's tackled. Nice gain on first down for the Lions.
Carries.
Yep. Good little push that time by the offensive line, staying ahead of the chains. We talked about this Tuesday in the LCO game. It's going to be the same for Golden Meadow. You got to stay ahead of the chains.
So the Lions get to the 25-yard line. 2nd down. Got to get to the 32 or so. So it's 2nd and 7 for the Lions. Johnny Lee brings his team to the line of scrimmage. Receiver wide right. Two backs in the backfield. Dewey back at the wing. Dewey's in motion. Ball's going to be given up the middle. This time, not much running room on the left side. That's Felleris again on the carry.
He actually fell forward and got a little more than I thought. I thought he was going to get stopped for no gain.
We'll pick up a couple.
That'll bring 3rd and 4 so far the Lions. Big play here for the Lions. They have to get a push up front. Lions come to the line of scrimmage. Grace Rodriguez out wide left. Felleris gets a snap. He's going to hand the ball off to number 33. That's Golday. Pushing forward on the right side. He's going to be close to the first down. Maybe a yard or so short.
So here's the thing, B. You didn't get it. It's going to be 4th and 1. The last time you punted, it was about a 10-yard punt. So if I'm Derek Brune, I'm saying, you know what? I'm trusting my offensive line, and we're going to just go ahead and go for this right here.
They were talking to have a size advantage. Bayou Blue has some big boys up front.
Yeah, big number 12, Eric Yanez in the middle.
Fourth down play for the Lions. Everyone in tight.
There's going to be a sneak right here.
Lee gets the snap. It's a sneak right up the middle. It's a good push by the Lions. He'll pick up the first down.
Then with the keeper, you'll get out
That's
to
a
about
nice
the
job by the
33,
Lions getting a
34,
good
putting up
push up
for a
front,
first
enough
down.
for them to pick up the first down.
It's near impossible to stop a quarterback sneak with those linemen pushing you forward. And great job there by the Golden Meadow front.
So the Lions were playing a 1st and 10 at about their 33-yard line. 1:22 in the first period. Lions trailing 6-0. Lions to the line of scrimmage. Ball snap. Lee's going to give the ball and a missed handoff in the backfield.
Fumble.
The Gators fall on the ball. He was trying to hand the ball off to Goldie. They kind of ran into each other.
Gators.
Fumbled the ball. Gators right there to fall on it.
Man, great penetration from the Gators defensive front. Busted up the timing of that one.
With the recovery.
And again, field position. Another drive for Bayou Blue that'll start deep in Golden Meadow territory, putting a lot of pressure on that defense to get a stop.
Last possession, they were at the 30. This time they're right inside the 30. Gators take over in Lions territory off the turnover.
29.
Brock Babin, shotgun for the Gators. Wing right, man in motion, ball is snapped. Brock Babin drops back, looks deep, has a man open. The ball is caught at the 5. Can he get an end zone touchdown? That will Burden on the reception for the Gators. A flag would be on the play because Reese Burden caught the ball, ran into the end zone, and spiked the ball. Regardless, it'll be 6 more points on the board for the Gators. Kind of caught the Lions sleeping a little bit. Burden got behind the defense, and what a great throw by Brock Babin.
Kind of caught me sleeping. I wasn't expecting that. Man, a 30-yard pass right on the numbers. Beautiful pitch and catch.
Gators lining up for a 2-point conversion.
I assume they'll take the penalty on the kickoff.
We'll find out. Looks like they're marking them back.
Yep, they're going to take it on the try.
That goes to show you how you made a point the other day about how important 2-point conversions are on the middle school level. This could end up being a huge advantage for the Lions if they can stop them here.
Okay, we're going to assess the penalty on the point after.
So the Gators have a long way to go, 18 yards.
Look, I'm telling my defensive backs, be on alert. We just saw them take the top off of the defense. They could very easily throw it again.
Babin in the gun. Twin set to the right side of the field, to the out near side. Waiting for the official to spot the ball. That would be wise for Lions.
Yeah, Babin has showed us he's got an arm.
Babin in the gun. Gets the snap. He'll drop back, looks to the right side. He'll throw it downfield. Ball is deflected away by number 11 for the Lions, Race Rodriguez. So nice coverage by Rodriguez. Denies a 2-point conversion. So with 56 seconds left to go in this first period, it's Bayou Blue 12, Golden Meadow 0. We're going to keep it here because these officials are keeping this game rolling on.
Yeah, the 1-minute breaks are about 40-second breaks right now. That's okay.
So, Casey, the Lions just cannot give the Gators great field position. Again, they only have to go 30 yards in each of their drives.
Yeah, short field versus long fields right now. That's been the story of the game, and that's got to reverse if Golden Meadow wants to get back in this one. Still plenty of time, plenty of game left, but it's going to have to start happening pretty quick.
Gators set to kick off. Lions getting their last-minute instructions on the sideline. We'll have Ahmad Taylor back deep for the Lions. And looks like Goldie.
This is one where you're almost rooting for the kid from Bayou Blue, if you're a Golden Meadow fan, to get a good piece of his leg into him, because I want to get the ball to Taylor back there, give him a chance for a return.
And the kick is away, bounces right before it hits a Golden Meadow play. The ball's loose around midfield. Looks like the Gators have fallen on the ball.
Recovered
So
by
for the third straight
Gators.
possession, the Gators will start their drive in Lion territory or right at midfield. They'll spot the ball.
I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but it was a line drive kicked right at one of the up backs, ricocheted, and the Gators are right there to fall on the ball, man. Just a nightmare start for Golden Meadow.
Ball was hard kicked, and it just hit the Lion player who wasn't ready for the ball, and Gators were right there to fall on it. So the Gators are playing a 1st and 10 at midfield. Babbitt in the gun. Receivers twin set to the right side of the field. Ball is snapped. Low screen.
Oh!
It's almost intercepted by number 21 for the Lions. Byron Bruce in great coverage. Read the screenplay, came up, and almost had an interception for the Lions.
As good as Babin has been in this first quarter, got a little nonchalant there, and Byron Bruce almost made him pay dearly. My goodness.
I don't bring up.
Yeah, it was close.
I don't bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Gators. That's right. Babin back in the gun. Gators shift. Wing on the left. Ball is snapped to Babin. The inside handoff is at midfield trying to fight for yardage. Looked like that was number 17, Moore.
Moore with
on the carry.
Flag on the play.
For
the Gators, a flag would be on the play. It's holding on the Gators. It was about a 1.5, 2-yard gain.
So do you want 2nd and 20 or 3rd and 9? That's the decision here for one Mr. Derek Brunet.
And they'll push them back. It'll be 2nd and 20 coming up for the Gators after the holding penalty will be marked off against them.
The holding call against.
We're still in the first quarter, 41 seconds left.
Penalty.
Gators are up 12-0 on the Lions.
20.
Gators have the ball at their own 40, playing a 1st and 20. In their huddle, Brock Babin quarterbacking for the Gators. Gets his team to the line of scrimmage. Babin back in the gun. Gets the snap, inside handoff. Nowhere to go. Great job once again by Armand, number 75 for the Lions. Stops number 20, Hunter Babin, in his tracks for no gain. Brings it up a 3rd and 20 for the Gators.
So Armand's mother was making fun of us on social media for calling him KK. That was his nickname when he was a little bitty boy. You keep making tackles for losses, you're going to become Case and Armand real quick.
Yeah. Or Mr. KK.
Yes, sir.
That'll bring us to the end of the first quarter without score. The Bayou Blue Gators 12, Golden Meadow Lions 0. We'll be back in 1 minute. Luke, you're listening to middle school football on KLEB. A 3rd and 20 at the Lions 40-yard line to start this second quarter. They're up 12-0 on the Lions.
Got to get the chains flipped. you're a Golden Medal defensive back, learn from history. You got beat deep earlier. Don't let it happen again. Keep everything in front of
Gators
you.
will play 3rd and 20 from their own 40-yard line.
Brock Babin, quarterback for the Gators. 2 receivers put out wide to the near side of the field. All set, ready to play. So we're ready to go here to start the second quarter. Trips formation now. Left side, Babin gets a snap. Will roll out to his right. Sets up, throws the ball. Hit as he delivers the football by number 21.
Pass intended for
Byron Bruce
Babin.
does a good job for Lions. Pass is incomplete, which will bring up a 4th
It's
and
incomplete.
20
That'll bring up 4th down.
for the Gators.
Bayou Blue's lucky they got that pass off with that pressure. Quarterback was about to get hit on the blind side, and that could have maybe been a turnover situation.
Gators will be in punt formation. Trying to ID that number. Looks like 28 possibly.
There ain't no 28.
And it's not him. Gators set the punt. Takes a step to the left. He
Oh, good
punts the
kick.
ball. Good high punt. Ball, Taylor, not sure if it touched him or not. I think the officials will say it touched him at the 42-yard line. The Gators fall on the ball. And they have it. They have possession. Lions keep shooting themselves in the foot every time. Turn the ball over once again, giving the Gators great field position at the line, 42-yard line.
Second special teams turnover of the game. Look, Derek Brune told us in the pregame that's an area they thought that they could take advantage of some things. I know he's going to be awfully disappointed, man, at the mistakes that they're making in that phase.
And it was a short, high punt. You want to get away from those things. Taylor came up to try and make a play. Just touched the ball, and the Gators are right there to fall on it. So they're playing a 1st and 10 at the line, 42-yard line. 7:48, the second period. Gators up 12-0. Babin in the gun. Receiver wide to the right. Babin gets a snap. Will hand on the inside to Babin.
Oh,
That's the
Armand.
Hunter Babin.
Armand made a great tackle.
Armand is showing some quickness getting into the offensive backfield
on the stop.
for the Gators. And
Mr. KK.
they're going to give the Gators a pretty good spot for no gain. Looks like he had him in the backfield. But either way, that'll bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Gators.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
And if Armand doesn't make that stop, there was nobody else to plug up that hole. That would have been a big old gain for Bayou Blue.
Gators, the line of scrimmage. Brock Babin in the gun. Missed.
He fumbled.
Handoff in the backfield. Ball's loose. Not sure who has it. It looks like the Gators fell on it.
Boy, that's the 3rd or 4th time today that the ball's on the carpet that a guy in a gray jersey falls on top of it. At some point, that ball's got to bounce Golden Medal's way, right?
Loss of 3 on the play brings up a 3rd and 13.
Coach Bourne's getting a little annoyed with the way his team's executing right now, though. He didn't like the way that the running back hit the hole on 1st down, and then there you have the fumbled exchange. You're up 12-0, but you still got a lot of game left here. You don't want to start making some mistakes now.
Brock Babin in the gun. It's Hunter Babin to his right. Oh, Hunter's out of the game. Babin drops back, looks to throw over the middle. It's intercepted at the 40-yard line by number 3 for the Lions. He trying to get to midfield. That is Jacques Billiot on the interception for the Lions at the 40. Returns it 10 yards to midfield. So the Lions get a turnover, and now the Lions are in great field position.
Could it be the spark that Golden Meadow's been waiting for as they have played just a rotten first 10 minutes of football? You get a defensive turnover. Now you get the ball at midfield. You could maybe turn a short field and get this game back on your side.
And what you were mentioning earlier, Coach Bourne is not happy because he had the Lions down, and they could have just stepped on their throat. And missed opportunity.
If for nothing else, there on that drive, you're at midfield. You want to punt and pin them back, but the turnover, boy, gives Golden Meadow a golden opportunity.
So the Lions come up to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers to each side. Ball be given a fella reach right up the middle. He's pounding for yardage. Picks up about 5 on the play. So good inside run to Gunnar Felleries. Giving the ball to the big
Hillary with
man.
the carry. He's
Picking up
brought down
5
by
yards on the
Moore.
play. Brings up a
Gain of
second
about 6 on the play.
and 5. They may
Second
even
down
give
and
them
They got
four.
close
six,
to 6 on the play.
Just feel like if Golden Meadow goes ahead, punches it in, gets the 8 right here, that they're right back in this. As bad as it's been, that they get right back in it.
So 2nd and 4 for the Lions. Twin set. One back. That's Felleries. Lee under center. We'll give the ball to Felleries, but we'll have a penalty. Looks like offsides on the defense, so that will give the Lions a first down.
Yep, someone lined up in the neutral zone, and again, you want to talk about things that'll annoy Coach Bourne. Look at him out there on the field. He's got his hands out. Say, why? What are we doing? Why are we doing that?
And you can see, I think Coach Brunet found something where they're going to feed their big guy, Gunnar Felleries, and let him pick up some yards. So that'll be a first down for the Lions. They crossed the 40 at about the 39-yard line of the Gators.
Well, Golden Meadow's having some success running the ball, but if those defensive backs fall asleep, Johnny Lee does have a big old arm. We were watching him in warm-ups. They could easily pop a play action.
Receiver split out wide. The ball's given to Hunter on the left side. Pushing for yardage. Good push. Pickup of another 5 yards or so for Hunter, for Gunnar Felleries.
Felleries with the carry.
So that's the push where the coaching staff was waiting for.
About
They're
4
getting it in this quarter here
Second
compared to the first quarter.
and 6.
Maybe Bayou Blue has some guys going both ways, getting a little fatigued a little bit at the end of the first half. Golden Meadow's got to turn this drive into some points, down 12.
So 2nd and 6 for the Lions. Felleries the lone back. Receiver split out wide. Gets the ball. Felleries gets on the right side. This time not much running room, but he'll still pick up about 2 yards. Brings up a 3rd and 4 situation for the Lions.
You got 2 plays to get 4 yards. No panic.
Hunter will be Felleries, will be checking out the game.
And 4.
Give him a little breather. Taylor enters for the Lions. 3rd and 4.
I think with Felleries, you might be looking at a toss or a sweep here.
3 receiver set. Bunch to the right for the Lions. 1 back. That is Golday. Ball will be given to Golday. Tries to get to the outside. He's corralled. He'll pick up about 2 yards on the play, which will bring up a 4th and 2 for the Lions with 3:54 and counting here in the second period.
So you got half of what you needed. Now you got to execute the same way on this play to try to pick up the first down.
Building on that carry.
Lions trailing 12
They'll make it 4th down.
Big 4th down conversion. Looks like Coach Brunet is going to let the clock run down and call a timeout. He does not want to give the ball back to the Gators this quarter. And there is the timeout with 3:18 to go in the second period. Gators are up 12-0.
Lions.
Casey, big play coming up here for the Lions.
Biggest offensive play of the game for Golden Meadow. I think you start off with a hard count. I think you probably get Felleries back in there and tell your offensive line, hey, give me a push. We need 3 yards right here.
That's why a lot of times in middle school you can take your better offensive linemen, stack them on one side, break the huddle, and come out real quick and run a play.
Spoken like maybe got a little experience doing that.
Several times.
I tell you one thing, though, this is a huge play because Bayou Blue's getting the ball to start the third quarter. So if they get a stop here, they'll have about 3 minutes and 10 seconds or so to try to get something before half, then get a possession to start the third quarter. And, boy, it just – at that point, it just becomes tough. This is a big play coming up.
And what you think about Coach Brunet letting some of the clock run down before calling that timeout? Still got plenty of time.
Yeah, I think, you got plenty of time. At some point, though, getting 3 and 4 yards a pop, you're going to have to maybe speed it up a little bit. But I think it's a good move.
Lions will play 4th down.
Good spot for their wrinkle. Let's see if he comes into play here. Lee to the line of scrimmage. Receivers split out wide to each side. 2 backs in the backfield. will shift to the right, one of the backs, and they'll hard count,
Penalty markers are
and the
down.
Gators will jump across the line of scrimmage.
No, that's going to be on Golden Meadow, Brian. 30,
it?
33 for Golden Meadow was running
Gators will be
forward.
penalized for being
I don't
offside.
think they saw it.
Oh, yeah, they're going to give it. Let's see.
Official on this side.
Yeah, this is a false start. This is 100% a false start. I don't know what the call is going to be, but this should be a false start.
Perhaps not.
The official on this side may overrule, and you're right, Case. It looks like they might be marking this ball back. Because Brune is saying it's offsides on a defense.
The Golden Meadow coaches are not going to have seen it because it was the wing back on the Bayou Blue sideline, but Gode moved early. I think this one should be a false start.
Two officials are discussing the play.
Well, the guy on the Golden Meadow sideline saw the Bayou Blue defender jump, so he's got offsides. Then the one on the Bayou Blue sideline saw the Golden Meadow guy move, so he's got false start. And now we got to just see which one happened first.
Right. And that's what they're talking about. That's a good point there, Truck.
So we'll see. We know what they're discussing. It's just going to be which foul happened first. And
One team will not be happy regardless.
it doesn't look like Derek's happy. And it is a false start.
Got a procedure call.
Gode
against the
did
line.
move.
So back
Look,
about
there's
5
no doubt.
yards.
He certainly moved early. But a Bayou Blue defender jumped into the neutral zone. I guess the officials ruled that
Put it down at
the
about
false
the
start
36
occurred
yard
before the offsides.
So that's about a 4th and 6, 7 yards for the Lions. Got to change their thinking. 3:18 to go in the second period. They're trailing 12-0.
I'm bootlegging Lee.
And we'll have a timeout call.
Yeah, Derek might be calling his second one here. Are they punting?
Or, yeah, Taylor's coming into the game. He's
Yeah, I
there.
think they're-
punting.
Taylor will come out to punt.
I don't think
The
Taylor's
Lions-
actually punting. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm superstitious. I don't think Taylor's actually going to punt this ball. Let's see.
Reese Burton deep for
The
Bayou
Lions
Blue.
in punt formation. Ball is snapped. The ball is fake punt. He's going to the outside. Can he get up? Got to miss. He does it. The 40, the 45. Tackled short of the first down.
Yep, he didn't get it.
So he'll be short of the first down by about 4 or 5 yards.
Gators will take over on downs.
So the Gators will take over on downs at around their own 32, 33-yard line when it's all said and done and spotted. 3:09 to go, second period. It's Gators, if they can come back down and score, that'll be huge for the Gators and the Lions. Pretty simple, Casey.
You got to get a
Have
stop.
to get a stop.
Yeah, you have to get a stop right here before half.
Ball spotted at the 33-yard line.
Got a flag on
There's
the
a flag
field.
on the play. We'll have a sideline warning.
Yeah, maybe a little too much chirping from old Coach Brune.
Ball foul.
Yep.
Conduct
Yep.
necessitates-
The Golden Meadow staff has been saying some things and just cost them 15 yards.
There was no warning. They went right ahead and threw the unsportsmanlike conduct on the Lion bench. And I'm not so sure it's Coach Brune that it's on.
You know, the unfortunate thing is they're upset about the false start offsides. They'll watch it back on tape and see that I think the officials actually got that one right. There was a young man that was moving before the snap.
That'll bring the ball up to the 47-yard line. Gators playing a 1st and 10. Brock Babin in the gun for the Gators. Bunch left formation to the short side. Man in motion that way. Bad snap. Ball is loose on the ground. Brock Babin will follow the ball for the Gators.
Well, Bayou Blue seems content to let Golden Meadow back in it. Huh? They've made a lot of mistakes since they've gone up 12-0.
Loss of about 11 on the play. Second and about 21 or so for the Gators. 2:42 and counting.
Now, look, I'm not being critical here at all. But this is where if you don't have that penalty, that ball's 15 yards further back, you can maybe get a punt or something.
Exactly.
I mean, That was a big penalty. You've got to keep your emotions under control.
Gators break the huddle. Wing to the left. Everyone in tight. Man motion this way. That's Hunter Babin. Bob Babin looks to throw the ball. It's caught at the 45-yard line. But number 2, Burden, he'll be tackled at around the 35-yard line. But once again, the Gators go in the air, find Reese Burden for the pass completion, picks up a first down for the Gators. Gators are in business at the line, 35-yard line.
Good throw.
2 minutes to go in the second period.
Clock running, but they don't seem to be in a hurry. They know, hey, man, we can take the cover off of the defense. We've done it a couple of times.
Domang checks in for the Gators. Smither out wide, right in the wing. He'll be in motion. He'll come back in the backfield. Babin gets a snap. Hands to Smith on the inside run. He's at the 35, 30. Dragging the defender down inside the 30 to about the 28, 29-yard line. They'll mark him about the 28.
Bayou Blue has, I think, all of their timeouts, but clock is becoming a factor.
Gators will be playing a second down. They'll push the ball back to the 29. 111 and counting. Gators are going to have to speed things up if they're looking to score, and they'll call a timeout right now. Wasted valuable time here. With 1:03 left to go in the second period, the Gators will call a timeout. They're leading 12-0 on the Golden Meadow Lions. Casey, big play here or series for the Lions. They have to stop the Gators from scoring.
Oh, if you're down 18 or 20-0 at half and you're surrendering the first possession of the second half, you're in deep trouble. There's no other way to slice it. Golden Meadow's going to have to find a way to get off the field defensively. You've got to defend for 29 yards or for 63 seconds, whichever comes first, and you got to find a way to not allow any points here before half.
Gators have 2 timeouts, so they have a little bit of time to work with, but they can't be too slow going here.
The one thing they have working for them that maybe Golden Meadow hasn't so far is they've shown they could hit a 15, 20-yard pass if they need to. They could get some chunks.
We're back in action. Second and about 4 for the Gators. They're inside the 30-yard line of the line, spotted at the 29.
We could get maybe another interception for one of the Lions.
Babin in the gun. Gators will shift. Formation, strong right. Formation. Gets a snap. He'll hand off to number 4 on an inside run. That'll be Smirda on the carry. And picks up the first down. Tackled inside the 15 to about the 13-yard line. Clock is stopped for a moment to move the chain. But it will start.
Yeah, they're just losing a lot of time, man.
We'll have another timeout called by the Gators, but valuable seconds off the clock before they get the timeout in.
Look, 2-minute offense. We talked about this in the LCO game Tuesday. 2-minute offense in middle school is hard. It's a lot on the kids, but they're just not managing the clock well. They're waiting 10, 15 seconds before calling timeouts.
Look, you're exactly right. If they take the last 2 plays, the seconds that they let run off the clock and add them up,
they would have more than a minute left. Yeah.
So
yeah,
it does. Gators up at the line of scrimmage, ready to get their play going.
I believe both teams now have 1 timeout. Actually, the board here, which has been up to date, has Golden Meadow with 2 remaining.
Ball spotted about the 24-yard line. Babin in the gun. Hunter Babin to his right. Burden at the wing. Ball snapped back. Babin drops back, looks deep, throws it. Intercepted by Taylor at the 4-yard line for the Lions. Great coverage by Ahmad Taylor for the Lions. Intercept the ball and possibly gets the Lions out of this first half.
Well, You say that. You got to get out of the half without getting safety down. But, man, what a play by Taylor. He just did an outstanding job reading that football off of the quarterback's hands, making a nice catch. And now if you're Golden Meadow, you got to run probably 2 more snaps, as you figure Coach Bourne will probably call a timeout after the first play.
Ball spotted about the 4-yard line. You're right. They got to stay out of the safety situation here. Let's see. Receiver spread out wide right.
If I could get out of the hole, maybe I would go for it.
Looks like they're going to be taking Lee right up the middle, just on a quarterback sneak. But they'll be taking a knee almost for a second.
No timeout from Bayou Blue. This could be the end of the first half if Golden Meadow wants it to be.
The clock is running. The Gators are content to let this clock run out, and Coach Derek Bruner is probably taking a big exhale right now and says, thank you. 10 seconds and count. It looks like that'll be the last play of the second period, which brings us to halftime with our score, the Bayou Blue Gators 12, the Golden Meadow Lions 0. You're listening to Middle School Football. We're going to go ahead and take a 3-minute halftime break, 3-minute break. We'll be back with our halftime activities here. We're going to recap the first half. So we'll be back in 3 minutes. You're listening to Middle School Football on KLEB.
Great news, home of businesses. We're here. We are Rev, a telecommunications provider with powerful solutions and unmatched local support. We've been bringing Louisiana people, businesses, and culture together for 85 years. Our fiber network delivers superior internet, phone, and security. It's big business technology with small business personal service. For a limited time, get up to $300 off business services. Call or visit us today at letsrev.biz.
At Bourgeois Meat Market, our slogan is Miracles in Meat since 1891. To be in business over 130 years, the most important thing is to have a quality product. The next most important thing is customer service. Our old meat market is in Schriever, Louisiana, and we're really proud to be opening up our brand new store in Gray, Louisiana. We have Rev at both locations now. So all these new scales and our POS system runs on technology, and we need Rev to make that happen for us. I highly recommend Rev Business.
Holly here along with
Burton,
Casey
Wallace,
just clear and
Smith,
Truck
Deep,
just clear, getting set to bring you the
Gators.
second half of the middle school football contest
Taylor
between
will kick
the
off.
Bayou Blue Gators and the Golden Meadow Lions. Truck, let's go down and use real quick for some second half adjustments. Bulldogs, I keep saying Lions set to kick off. That's number 4, Smither back deep for the Gators.
I don't know how we're going to play football without a chain gang. We still do not have one. And down the bayou, that is at the La Rose Civic Center that you are going to vote.
Lions set to kick off. The second half. It's kicked by Taylor. Ball bounces at the 35, picked up about the 30-yard line. Receiver's trying to get there. He's at the 35, crosses the 40. We tackle about the 43-yard line. Looked like to be Smither on the carry for the Gators. Once again, Gators have pretty good field position to start their drive. This time they're going to be at their own 43-yard line.
Gators will play 1st and 10
Bayou
from their
Blue with
own
a
43-yard
pretty good little
line.
return. By the way, I mentioned earlier, La Rose Civic Center is the early voting site for folks down the bayou. If you're in the central Lafourche area, you're going to the old Walmart, the parish government building. That's where you'll be casting your ballots.
Brock Babin, quarterback for the Gators of Bayou Blue. He has her back to his right, waiting for the official. Ball snap, fumbled snap by the quarterback. Brock Babin fumbled the snap. Hunter Babin will fall on the ball.
Boy,
Back at the 35-yard line.
Bayou Blue hasn't had very many just average plays, right? It's either been a big gain or a fumbled snap, or like they don't ever run for just like a 3-yard gain, do they? It's either boom or bust with them on offense, man.
So 2nd and long, probably about 17 for the Gators. A 7-yard loss on that play, 2nd down. Brock Babin still in the gun. 2 receivers to the near side. Babin gets a snap, looking to pass the ball. He's going to scramble to his left side. He'll be sacked by the Lions. That's number 40. And again, number 75, Ormond. And Jason Baca on the sack for the Lions. Brings up a 3rd and very long for the Gators.
Way against the chains now. Golden Meadow got to keep everything in front, and if you could get a stop, you should be getting good field position.
Domang checking in for the Gators. Brings the play in. Just underway here in the second half. Gators up 12-0. Lions need a stop.
If the old safety number 6, Taylor, can maybe play a little center field and get an interception here.
Babin in the gun. Receiver tight from the left side. Gets a snap. Inside handoff. Comes across. Ormond says, no, sir. What a play by Ormond for the Lions. Showed some quickness.
Sorry, we disrespected you, Mr. KK.
Oh, that's a Mr. KK. He's playing some football tonight.
Armand has he's going a long way towards maybe getting our Industrial Power Systems Power Player of the game a little later on.
Casey, he showed some quickness. He came across that line of scrimmage and slanted to his right and made a heck of a play.
What a start to the half for Golden Meadow. Now you should get good field position.
Gators in punt formation. Taylor back deep, standing around midfield for the Lions. Ball snap. The punt is underway.
You got to get away.
Low punt.
Oh, my.
At the 36-yard line.
That's not going to make the Golden Meadow coaches happy, but it worked.
That was number 3, Jacques Billiot. It was a low punt. instead of getting away, he catches the
Lions
ball,
will take over.
actually
First and
returned
10
it
from their own,
5 or 6
excuse me,
yards,
from the
giving the
Gator
Lions great
32
field
yard line.
position at the Gator 33-yard line.
Got to score. No ifs, ands, or buts. You got to put it in right here.
Lions are on track right here. You get a stop. Now you get the ball, great field position. You got to punch one in. Johnny Lee brings his team to the line of scrimmage. Our eye set. Ball will be given to back. He'll go nowheres. Looks like to be go day on the carry
Let
for the
go on
Lions.
the carry. Cyrus Smith on the stop.
Give him no gain on the play.
No gain. Second
Brings
and
up
10.
second and 10. Lions came out with a different formation there. And that power eye, Goday was the back man and gave it to him, and no push at all from the Lions.
Yeah, Derek Brunet's an offensive guy. It's going to bother him right now that his offense is not able to move the football.
Same formation. Lee under center. Gives the ball to number 1. That's Dewey trying to get to the outside. And he will not. He'll lose about 4 or 5 yards on the play. Gators showed some quickness and speed coming up, filling that alley. Dewey would be a loss of about 3 on the play.
12.
Connor Long. Good job by Connor Long on the tackle.
Lions playing about a 3rd and 13.
Will they put it in the air? That's the magic question here. I think it might be the time for the first pass of the game. Let's see.
Receivers split out wide, left, bunch left formation. Taylor in motion. Ball's given to Taylor on an inside handoff. He's trying to get to the outside. He does. He's at 35-30. Cuts up the field. He's going to be tackled at the 25-yard line. Short of the first down.
Good gain, though.
But it'll bring up a 4th and short situation. Chain crew's moving their chain. Truck has to pull it back.
No, Truck's working overtime today, isn't he? But look, Taylor got a great spot. It's actually 4th and very short.
He gets inside the 25 to the 23-yard line, brings up a 4th and 1 for the Lions as Gunnar Felleries checks in for the Lions. Casey, guess who's getting the ball here?
I think Johnny Lee. I think they're gonna sneak and tell Gunnar to push him like they did earlier. But they might be Gunnar getting it here too, though. Let's see.
The formation.
I would go with the sneak, though. I just think that's such a hard play to stop.
The backs lined up real close to the line of scrimmage. Lee on the center gets the ball. They'll push him across. Looks to be, I think, a first down. The near official is giving him forward progress. That'll be a first down for the Lions at about the Gator 21-yard line.
Sure didn't get it by much, but you didn't need much, and it is a first down for Golden Meadow. That's just such a hard play to stop, especially now today with the way that they do it with the up guys pushing forward.
And the Gators did a great job of almost stopping it.
What do you make of the folks who say in the NFL that should be outlawed, that the push should be outlawed? You with that?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with it. Lions playing a 1st and 10 at the Gator 21-yard line. 3:24 and counting. Lions trailing in the 3rd quarter, 12-0. Johnny Lee under center for the Lions. 2 backs. Wing to the left. That is Dewey. He's in motion. Ball roll out to the left side by Lee. Looking to throw the ball. Nowhere to go. Breaks a tackle in the backfield. He will not break the second tackle. It'll be a loss of about 5 on the play. Kind of a little bootleg to the left by Johnny Lee. Nowhere to run. Couldn't throw the ball. So it's a loss of about 5.
15.
Lions playing a 2nd and 15.
Yeah, looking down the field, it was good coverage. Didn't really have anybody open down there. So good job by Bayou Blue staying home.
And hard for Lee to throw the ball rolling out to his left.
Yeah.
It'd be a hard thing to set. He had no time to just set up and throw the football. Clock continues to run. And nearing 2 minutes to go in this 3rd period. Receivers split out wide right. At a circle. Lee under center. Dewey in motion. Ball's given to Dewey. Trying to get to the outside. Can he get by the tackler? No. He gets inside the 30. He'll lose about 3 on the play. Nice job of the defense of the Gators coming up.
Carry.
It's
To make the play.
33 on the tackle, and we don't have a 33. But whoever it was,
Three on the play.
young man made one heck of an open field play.
They'll spot the ball to 29.
So we apologize to the family of that young man. We don't have a 33 on our roster.
Lions are going the wrong way.
Third down and 18.
3rd and 18, and the announcer says the 3 receivers to the right side of the field, to the short side. 1 receiver to the far side. Taylor in motion, giving a Taylor on a little sweep. He's trying to get outside. He's losing yardage.
Yeah.
He has cannot turn the corner. He'll lose another 5 or so yards on the play.
Yeah. At some point, you got to go up the field. He just kept going wider and wider and just was giving up more and more ground.
Lions were having success earlier going right at the Gator defense. They got away from that, trying to run wide. The Gators have too much speed, and they're shutting that down. Brings up a 4th and about
22.
22.
Yeah, you got to get to the 11. You're at the 33.
Not many plays you have in your playbook here. See if the Lions can pull something off. 3 receivers to the right side. Lee drops back, rolls to his right, looking to throw the football. Is under pressure. Tries to throw the ball, but he ended up incomplete pass. He's backing up, and he just threw the ball behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, wouldn't have got anywhere near a first down, even had it been completed. But a good stand by Bayou Blue. Second time Golden Meadow gets in their territory, and they hold firm, man.
Bayou Blue is showing some quickness on defense, not allowing the line running backs to get to the outside. They're going to take over on downs with 37 seconds left to go.
Now,
in this 3rd period, the ball will be spotted about the 33-yard line.
The first thing they have to do is snap the ball to the quarterback. It feels like the last 2 or 3 drives, they have killed their drive by fumbling a snap.
Babin still in the gun. He gets the snap. Giving to Hunter Babin on the inside. He's got to run. He slips down.
Ooh, Turf Monster got him.
Yes, he slipped at about the 36-yard line. If Hunter Babin does not slip, Casey,
yeah,
he's
still running
for a while. 22 seconds and count. I think Bayou Blue will just let this clock run out.
3 on the play.
And they will.
2nd and 7.
Coach Barnes telling his guy, go ahead and just let this clock run out. So we're at the end of the 3rd period of play with the Bayou Blue Gators 12, the Golden Meadow Lions 0. We'll be back with the 4th quarter in 1 minute. You're listening to Middle School Football right here on KLEB. And welcome back to Central Lafourche High School. We're here at Bob Grove Field for this middle school football game between the Golden Meadow Lions and the Bayou Blue Gators. Bayou Blue is up 12-0. They have the ball, playing about a 2nd and 7 from their own 36-yard line.
Golden Meadow's going to watch the film of this and say, man, if we could only just play the first 6 minutes of this game over again. It's a slow start that they've never been able to recover from.
Babin in the gun. Snap.
Oh.
Fumbled on the handoff. Hunter Babin will pick it up, trying to get some extra yardage once he picks the ball up. He'll get a few. but it'll be a loss of about 6 or 7 on the play, which will bring up a 3rd and 12 for the
Coach.
Gators. Gators are having a hard time with their handoff exchange.
But here's the thing, Coach. They've fumbled 6 or 7 times, and they've not lost any of them. I mean, what are the odds? What are the chances? Feels like every other play they've been putting it on the ground, and Golden Meadow has not been able to pick up any of them.
Lions need a stop. 3rd and about 12. Babin stays in that gun. Gets the snap. He drops back to pass. Looks for a receiver. He has one in the flats. Ball was caught. Ball's caught and he's tackled. They're going to spot the ball short of the first down, but there's a flag on the play.
This is going to be either a block in the back or offensive interference, because there was a wide receiver that was just clearing out.
That was Devin Bullock on the reception for the Gators.
Like, you could block as a wide receiver after the ball's caught, but not during the route. And I don't know if it's going to be a block in the back or offensive PI, but I know it's going to be on the Gators, either one. And I think
so that'll take away the reception.
Coach Bruni is actually taking the yards and not making it 4th down.
Blocking the back.
It could have just as easily been offensive PI as the kid was blocking the whole way.
So that'll push the Gators back.
You know what I think Derek's thinking here? I think he's saying, hey, let's push him as far back as we can. Let's go try to block a punt. I mean, that might be your surest way to score right now, the way this game is going.
7:03 left in this contest. Lions desperately need the football back. Gators are in a 3rd and long situation. 3rd and about 17.
Let me tell you something. If I'm Coach Emil Bourne, I've been intercepted a lot tonight. I'm just running a draw here and just kicking it. I'm not doing anything crazy.
Babin in the gun. Receiver to the right side of the field. Babin gets a snap, inside handoff. His runner's at the 25-30, trying to get to the outside. That's number 4, Smither on the carry. He'll be short of the first down, but he picks up positive yardage, which will make it a 4th and 3 situation for the Gators.
I think what was a sure punt situation now might not be Bayou Blue on 4th and now just 3. Might opt to go for it.
I think you go for it right here if you're the Gators.
And boy, how backbreaking would it be if they would be able to convert a 3rd and 20 something.
Lions looking to get off the field.
Bulky, don't give it to him right here. Make them earn it.
Brock Babin in the gun. Ball snap, inside handoff to Smither again. He's trying to get to the outside. He does. Cuts on the inside, picks up the first down. It's close to midfield. Will be tackled at about the 48-yard line, but it's enough for a Gator first down.
It's going to be very tough for Golden Meadow now. That clock is going to be grinding.
That carry good for a first down. Gators will play 1st and 10.
That was the Lions' chance right there, Gators. I think they had them in a long situation, and they let them slip out of it.
6:30 and counting. You still need 2 more possessions. And you figure if Bayou Blue stays in bounds on every run play, they're going to be able to run about another 2 minutes off here.
Gators come to the line of scrimmage. Wing to the right. Ball snap. Babin gets it. He'll hand off on the left side. Runner will go hard, but he'll be tripped up right before he gets to midfield. That was Hunter Babin on the carry. He'll pick up 1. Brings up a 2nd and 9, but that clock is moving.
Yeah, the clock's your biggest enemy now. And look, dude, I want to say this. Bayou Blue's in control, but there's still some game left. But either way, win, lose, or draw, this is a team that didn't win a football game last year. They've already won 1. They're in control of the 2nd. Coach Bourne and his crew have done a wonderful job with this group, man. They're so much improved.
Gators, 2nd and 9. Approaching midfield. Babin gets a snap, hand off an inside run. That's Babin again. He's at the 45. Crosses from
Hunter
about the
Babin carries once
41-yard
again.
line. Hunter Babin
Brought down by Blake Gode.
on the carry picks up a first down for the Gators.
Pick up about 11 on the play.
You got 11 Gators on the field, and there's like 15 on the sideline. So the numbers are not many, but these young men play some football.
Yeah, give you everything they got, man. Some tough kids. That Babin kid's tough. Kids running the ball, kids blocking, some tough kids. And it's looking increasingly likely that they're going to win their second game here as they're with 5 minutes away with the football.
Gators at the line. Babin again in the center. Going to the right. Man in motion. The ball's going to be given to number 2. That's Verdon on an inside run. He's at 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. He gets an end zone for a Gator touchdown.
Touchdown, Gators.
That'll do it.
2, Reese Burton, 21
Nice play
yards.
by a run by Verdon. Gators caught the Lions sleeping right there. You would think it would be a run by Hunter Babin or by Smither. They came across, ran a little inside handoff to Verdon, had a huge hole. Took it in for a Gator touchdown, brings our score 18-0 with 4:39 left to go in this contest.
Yep, we've been kind of hinting it. It's not a hint anymore. The fat lady is singing. Bayou Blue's going to get the win here tonight. They're going to get the 2-1 on the season. And we have a flag on the play. Maybe 12 in the huddle. Nope, taunting. Someone in the huddle might have been a little too excited.
Not sure what happened, but I know one thing. We'll have about a 5-minute explanation coming up. Yeah, someone must have said a magical word in that huddle.
Those doggone magic words, eh?
Because they weren't around.
Yeah, no one was like motioning towards Golden Meadow in any way. Someone might have.
Could have been talking back to the official, or who knows. But the flag came out pretty quick.
Whatever it is, though, you know, we could keep playing. The explanation is not necessary. If Coach Bourne wants to talk about it, he could call a timeout.
Yep, they are just discussing, letting them know what happened.
Yeah, I just don't understand. Uh-oh. I still see the moon, which is a good sign.
So it was your bedtime.
Let's see.
I might be walking home.
Yeah. Well, I got to tell you, this is the old radar. So if old Bob Breck down there smells rain, I don't know where it's coming from. There's nothing on the map, Mr. Gisclair.
All right,
we'll see.
The wind did pick up.
Yeah, it did.
It did. You can feel a little breeze now. That's normally right before rain. Gators going for 2, 18 yards away. Ball snap. Going to be a bootleg to the right. No, sir. Number 21 for Lions, Byron Bruce. Stayed home on the bootleg. Tackled Brock Babin. Conversion is no good. Okay, so we're going to try, Luke. We're going to try and take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Middle School Football right here on KLEB. We're back. Central Lafourche High School. Golden Meadow trailing 18-0. They just received the kickoff. Number 1, Tristan Dewey caught the ball at about the 37-yard line, tried to get to the outside. For the inside, he came and cut back his field and was tackled pretty much where he caught the ball. So Lions will be playing a 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line with 4:34 left to go in this contest. Lions need to get some offense quick.
Yeah, if you're Derek Bruner, you're just telling you guys, hey, man, let's just go finish the game strong. Let's just go find a way to score here.
Receiver split out wide to each side.
Oh, my.
Lee was not ready for the snap. The ball was snapped, hit him in the helmet.
Fumble and
But a heads-up
recovered
play by Dewey. Falls on the ball. Lions will lose about 5 on the play. Brings up a 2nd and 15.
Coach Kale, that play sums up Golden Meadow's night. Johnny Lee directing traffic at the line of scrimmage, trying to get everybody organized. The center hears something that he didn't actually hear. They snap it off the helmet. Has just been one of those days for Golden Meadow today.
Lions playing about a 2nd and 14. Lee in the gun. Receiver split out wide. Each side of the field. Man in motion, that's Dewey. Bad snap picked up by Lee. Trying to make something happen. He's going to cut to his right. Trying to get to the outside. He does at the 30, 35. Can he get to the 40? He does. Fall forward right at the 40. Bring up a 2nd down, or 3rd down. And long for the Lions. Man is down for Bayou Blue.
Injury timeout.
After this timeout, the Lions will be playing about a 3rd and 7.
Injury timeout brought to you by Thibodeau Regional. Truck, can you give us a number of the injured player down there? So it's Reese Verdon, the injured Gator. Certainly hope he's okay.
Had a great game for
the
Gators. Reminder to stay tuned after the game where we're going to name the Power Player of the Game, brought to you by Industrial Power Systems. Check out the Gen Gators at Industrial Power Systems for all your engine and generator needs, as Gordon looks to be okay.
Good night to be a Gen Gator or a Bayou Blue Gator or any type of Gator. Yeah, Verdon's going to be okay. Don't know that we'll see him again tonight, but he's just cramping. It's a hot night. I mean, we're sweating up here in the press box. It's toasty tonight.
Lions facing 3rd and 7. Go ahead, Truck. Whew.
Oh, my goodness. Looking for a windbreaker. They tell me this time next week we might need to be looking for the windbreakers. It might be in the low 60s and 50s at night.
Clock has started.
Yes, absolutely.
Receiver split out wide to the left, to the right side of the field. Man in motion, that's Dewey. Ball reverse given to Gold Days. Number 33 gets tackled on a hard tackle.
Smither laid him out. It's going to be a legal shift. And look, I wanted to mention this before the last play. They did it on the last play, too. They didn't get called for it. Got caught that time.
Gold Days is going to go down.
Yeah, Smither popped him. That was a big-time major league lick there.
Coach Bruni out there checking him out.
And again, the injury timeout brought to you by Thibodeau Regional. Might have just got his breath cut.
I think so. He's up. Got to go out for a play. So the penalty will be declined by the Gators to bring up a 4th down.
And official timeout for what? The injured players off the field. We're ready to go.
Lions will lose the yard on the play. Clock is stopped for the moment. 3:02 left to go. Lions trailing 18-0.
Get you a scoreboard update from the NFL. We're just underway in Lambeau Field, and
Detroit 14-0.
It's 3-0 Green Bay.
Oh. Lions come to the line of scrimmage. Circle, wide left, receivers to the right side of the field. Lee gets the snap, will drop back, tries to tug the ball and run. There's nowhere to
Yeah,
go.
just no protection at all.
There's a sack. He'll lose 4 yards on the
He
play.
goes down,
Turnover
brought
and
down
downs.
by
Ball will
Moore,
be given back
along with
to
Butler.
the Bayou Blue Gators with 2:38 left to go in this contest. We have Johnny Lee down. Looks to be getting back up.
Possession here.
Maybe a little cramping, maybe a little ankle twist.
Kind of maybe. Let's see. Holding his hamstring looks like.
Tell you this, man, the poor guy had no time to throw. I mean, as soon as he got the snap, Bayou Blue was in his face. They had a great job getting some penetration there.
Yeah, way too much pressure from the Gators.
Now, you asked me about the NFL game. It is 3-0 Green Bay because Jared Goff threw an early interception.
Mm.
We have a timeout. Maybe Bayou Blue going to get maybe
Yes.
the backups in, perhaps.
Expect to see a lot of running right here in this last 2:38. Keep that clock moving with the Gators up 18-0.
The old expression back in the day was some clean jerseys, but now that we got the turf fields, the jerseys don't get dirty anymore. So,
Truck looking across the way. It looks like the Lions are defeated. They're just zero emotion on that sideline.
yeah, man. Look, I think they came in here thinking they were going to win this ball game, and kind of got their butts kicked.
Yeah, they came in with a lot
Yeah.
of confidence, and I'm not saying overconfident, but you got to produce.
Yeah, they got it taken to them tonight. Yes, sir.
Yep.
I'm telling you guys, if you guys were seeing this Bayou Blue team last year compared to now, they have gotten so much better.
Babin in the gun. Ball snap, inside handoff to Hunter Babin. He's at the 35. Breaks a tackle, 30, breaks another tackle, crosses the 30. Tackled at about the... And that was Smither. My bad. That was Smither.
Golden Meadow coming with a line change, getting 11 new defenders
That
into
was
the game.
Smither on the carry. Picked up about 10 yards. Looks to be enough for a Gator first
Looks
down.
to be inches short of the first down.
Gators lines bring, looks like the entire second unit
Yep.
on defense.
Line change. We've got to move the chains down there.
Babin gets a snap, inside handoff. It's up to be 17 to 25 to 20 to 15 to 10. No one will catch them. That's another Bayou Blue touchdown.
Adding on to their lead, a little icing on the cake.
Touchdown.
Javion Moore on a touchdown run for the Gators. About a 28-yard touchdown run by Javion Moore. Increases the Bayou Blue lead 24-0. Gators will be lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Hey now.
I don't blame her.
Yeah, that's a good excuse. Absolutely.
I don't blame her.
Excused absence.
Gators line up for a 2-point conversion. Ball is snapped to number 7. Hands it off on the inside. Great tackle by number 25 for the Lions. That is Kendon Chasson
Good play by Kendon.
on the tackle. Number 7 at quarterback was Connor Long. Gave the ball to Javion Moore. But the Lions were right there. Chasson was right on the spot to make the tackle to deny the 2-point conversion. So 1:45 to go. Gators will get the win tonight. They're up 24-0.
Before we wrap this thing up, reminder, tomorrow we're live at 11:30 for play-by-play, and also we're live at 6:30 from Lutcher tomorrow.
I want to go ahead and thank our sponsors once again, the Bless Your Heart Foundation, Raleigh Johns Blue Boot Foundation, Industrial Power Systems, and Danos.
The man kicking off
Thank you very much for sponsoring
for the
middle
Gators.
school football this year. The Gators are set to kick off. Lions will send Taylor back.
Yeah, I don't like the body language of Golden Meadow right now. A lot of guys walking onto the field. Come on, man. Let's finish this game with a little pride here, boys.
Also back for the Lions, number 7.
Lamont Taylor, Lucas Arroyo,
Rajo.
deep
Back
for the
deep.
Lions.
Bayou Blue set to kick. Ball is kicked. Low kick bounces at the 30, picked up by Rajo. He's at the 30, 35. Trying to get to the 40, just short of the 40, tackled at about the 39-yard
Arroyo with the
line.
return.
With the Lions
He's
out
to
first
about
and
the
10 with
39 yard
1:39 to go in the contest.
Couple of plays left.
We'll have a timeout by the Gators to set up their defense. Lion offense is on the field, but we'll have a timeout. Now it's timeout.
Everybody
Meadow.
calling a timeout. Like an episode of Oprah. You get a timeout. You get a timeout.
The next timeout will be called by Truck. Lions at the 40-yard line.
Next week, we have Golden Meadow, who will be taking on Thibodeau Middle, so it doesn't get any easier for the Lions. Bayou Blue will be taking on E.D. White, so it doesn't get any easier for Bayou Blue either.
We got people running on and off the field. It looks like way more than 11. That was 12.
And then we've also got LCO taking on Raceland next week.
Number 8, the quarterback for the Lions. Circle.
Mario.
He gets the snap, bobbles a snap. We'll give the ball to number 7 for the Lions, trying to get it outside. He'll lose 5 yards on the play.
Arroyo on the carry.
That was Arajo on the carry.
Jackson Dome.
He'll lose about 5 for the Lions. 123 and counting. A couple more snaps and this game will be in the books.
Loss of about
Congratulations to the
4 yards.
Gators of Bayou Blue.
Yep. Look, they had to endure a rough year last year, but they have made the strides, and they're above 500, 2-1 on the season.
Circle in the center. Hand in motion. Ball's given to the up back. He's got a big hole on the right side. Crosses midfield as the 40 to 35, 30. Breaks the tackle. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Golden Meadow Lions.
Number 2.
That is number 2. Charlie Dardar on the carry for the
That boy,
Lions.
Charlie.
About a 60
yards.
yard, plus 60 yard touchdown run for the Lions.
So something to feel good about for the bus ride. I know they're going to be disappointed they lost the game, but a little late game touchdown.
Big hole for Dardar to run through. Good job by that offensive front for the Lions. They line up. They're going for 2.
Charlie did a good job hitting that hole, boy. He looked good running that football.
Not sure why they don't not letting them snap the ball. Ball snap. Good leg to the left. Nowhere to run. He'll be tackled for a loss. Circle. Quarterback will have a late flag on the play. It'll be a dead ball situation. Someone.
This will be unsportsmanlike conduct on Bayou Blue, which will come with the subsequent explanation.
Official walking to the near sideline, going to let Coach Bourne know exactly what happened.
Yeah, the flag came out right away. The official heard something that he didn't like.
We're kickoff and 1 snap away from ending this game.
We hope.
I'm sure Coach Bourne is not happy with the situation here with
What?
unsportsmanlike conduct.
I see some writing being done. I mean, I hope no one got thrown out of the game. I mean, that would be extremely unfortunate this late.
Who's talking to his player.
Yeah, someone said something.
So they'll mark the penalty off. Waiting for them to step this penalty off. I'm not sure what are.
Golden Meadow's ready.
Golden Meadow's going to be kicking off at
Gators will
the
be penalized for sportsmanlike
45-yard line of the Gators.
Lions will kick off from the Gator 45.
Unsportsmanlike on the Gators. So the Lions kicking off at the Gator 45-yard
Mr.
line.
Dewey kicking off.
Dewey set the kick for the Lions.
Longest last minute of a game ever. There we go.
Dewey kicks the ball. Low kick bounces at 20. It's picked up at the 20. Number 2's at 25. 30,
Bye-bye.
45, 40, 45, 50. Can someone catch him at 40? He's at the 30. He's at the 20. 15, 10, 5. At the 2-yard line. Now he crosses his hand. A little showboating going on. Number 2, Reese Verdon. There's a flag on the play.
The flag at the 48-yard line. I can't imagine anything Golden Meadow would have done.
So it looks like this long kickoff return is coming back.
Blocking the back.
So Reese Verdon's touchdown run, kickoff return is coming back. So now we may be one snap away.
Again, I'll say it. I hope. It's been a very, very, very drawn-out second half here. Very methodical. But I think we are a kneel down away.
See if we can get 11 guys on each team on the field. Referee at midfield. Trying to get them lined up. Oh. They threw the ball to a referee.
Yeah, and then they threw it to the white hat, and yeah, we're struggling. we're struggling mightily right now.
I'm gonna say the referee missed the ball.
15 yards.
They walk it off. I think we're one snap away.
Gators are lining up.
First and 10.
Official giving an explanation.
Have a scoreboard
Gators will
update.
Snap the ball. Clock is run. They don't have to, but they will.
Yeah, that's
and
it.
take a knee.
Very quickly before we wrap up and catch our break, Detroit 7, Green Bay 3.
Yeah, they're coming back.
So let's see. I think Chuck's going to try to maybe get Coach Bourne for some post-game thoughts.
We thank everyone who came out for Bayou Blue and for Gallium to support the team. Once again, thanks to everyone for coming out, supporting your teams. Won't you, as you leave the stadium, please do
Congratulations
so
to the
very
Gators of
carefully.
Bayou Blue on a
Take your time, go down the
24-6
stairs.
victory over the Golden Medal line.
Be sure to be
Luke, we're going to
careful
go
on the
ahead
way
and take
home.
one more
Thanks
break,
again,
1 minute break,
and good
and
night.
when we get back, we're going to name the power player of the game. We'll be back in 1 minute right here on KLEB.
For those of you watching on Bayou Sports, thanks so much for watching. Our Edison Schwest offshore Bay tie of the game tonight goes to our guy Kason Armand, number 75. He was incredible. He was all over the field. He made plays. And our DTB clothing player of the game goes to Mr. Charlie Dardar. He was the only Golden Medal player to put it into the end zone. Bayou Blue gets a victory, 24-6. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching.